To be fair, I called it as it is. That was a penalty. You really see it back. But it's one of them unlucky ones.
With the first foul.
No, it was. It's one of them unlucky ones. He's gone for the ball, but he's just caught him.
The season was but 7 games old when Dorking went to Aveley, a trip that, in theory, should have resulted in 3 points for Marc White's side. In that early season scuffle, Wanderers found themselves on the wrong end of a 3-1 smash and grab. 89 minutes of possession mean nothing when Aveley were the only side capable of finishing any chances, and finish them they did. The two clubs are treading very different paths. Dorking are bouncing back from their National League relegation, while Aveley are just trying to survive at Step 2 after coming up 2 seasons ago. Sure, they reached the playoffs last season, but today's visitors are now in a relegation scrap, hoping they don't get cut off before the likes of Welling, Bath and Salisbury edge ahead. And it's a long way up to the top, where Dorking are now within touching distance of the league leaders. Boreham Wood and Torquay are taking it in turns to top the table, and Marc wants a piece of this game of musical chairs, hoping that the music stops while he's holding the parcel. In order to pin the tail on the piñata, Dorking need to vanquish the pain of that 3-1 defeat and win on a night when hardly anybody else is playing.
Listen, 5 games off tonight. Good night to get 3 points. You with me, yeah? It's funny how you can build memories out of nowhere, but I'm expecting a major shift from you boys tonight in this home game. Right, fans need to see it. Really aggressive. They need to see you running all over this lot, right? Nothing passive about it. Play as if you expect to lose. Play like your life depended on it. Run all over them. Don't play tippy-tap like you're expecting to win. Be aggressive. Take your chances, right? As you go along, defend tough. That's what I want tonight, right? A really good home performance, okay? So it's a good one to win. It's another 4-pointer. That's what you've got to keep saying. It's another 4-pointer because you know your next game there's mileage in it, right? So you apply yourselves right. I'm looking for everything right now. Don't have an off night, okay? All I can go on is, if a team is young, inexperienced, what speed should the ball move at?
Quickly.
Yeah, right? If you are slow in your build, then the information they get on the pitch, they'll just shuffle over, they'll just do little bits and bobs. Ability Jim, take people on, score, or put the ball in the box. That's what you do, and we get goals. When we put the ball in the box, as Rob always says, make sure we're joining in adequately. We've got a +1 here, so we can just fucking all look for goals. Morgan, you'll never get past the ball. Do you understand? Yeah? That's it really. Make sure when they've got the ball at the back, toned down and that, we are fucking up the pitch. Because that way then, if we're like this, and he's down in here, if it's realistic, if we're like that and this bloke goes in here, you know, it's hard to be aggressive. And if we do, we can get caught. We just make sure we're fucking tight. We're gonna have to work really hard, right? Really hard tonight. I'm telling you now, your quality won't be enough tonight. I'm telling you. You'll have to work really fucking hard here tonight. You'll have to have a good warm up and you're gonna have to try and run them off the fucking pitch, lads. Good stuff, boys, come on. Hello, mate.
Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, very good. Good to see you, mate. Now, look, sit down, mate.
Nice to see you.
Get a drink. I'll only be 5 minutes. I went, oh, look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? Oh. Lovely. Have you got control for TV? You can have the odd bad day. You can have a day where you're short on players and you get beat. But when you have a really slow start, you can only have so many of those. That's the issue. So we are a little bit pushing water uphill. So yeah, so that's where we are. Yeah, it's just sort of coming to terms with that being everybody's cup final, really, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? All season, every team they get a draw, they beat you. But that's, you know, you got to tip your hat to that. This league's weird. The one above was a technical challenge. You know, it's so much better quality football. Every team had 9 good players. This league, they've got 2 or 3, but they all work on work rate, endeavour, you know, all the messy bits of the game. They make it difficult in this league. That's the difference. So but we're in the mix, and we shouldn't be, but we are. And they wouldn't want us to be there near the back end of it because we've got a pedigree to run off. That's for sure. But we'll take it one at a time, yeah? Yeah, home win tonight somehow, yeah? All right. So there you go. Is that any questions? I'll just cut the minutes on questions and I better get going. Speak to Rich.
Yeah, quick question on pitch.
Yeah.
Why can't we do anything about it now in terms of all the rubber that's on it and that?
Yeah, no, it's terrible. Really bad. Magnus Norman should have said, we signed a goalie from Oldham. Classic. And he's got his foot stuck in the rubber and he's tweaked his knee. And that's it, he's unavailable. So we've signed someone from Oldham, but might never play a game. Yeah, we can't, yeah, because but it's not good. Just to be clear, they get chances on this pitch, on a grass pitch they finish. You know, the amount, if you look at it closely, I see it at training, then when they go through and goal, balls, it's all over. It's not a striker's pitch at all, not really, which is why I think the away form's a bit better.
We see the difference on the grass when they go out on the grass.
Yeah, big time.
Much different.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't explain Nicky Wheeler scoring a fucking worldie, does it?
Honestly, yeah, we're queuing them up, to be fair. But I think from our point of view, you know, we want to be sustainable, get the ground. Now, if I look at good examples, Bromley are one, and they've taken their time to build these grounds fantastically and get ready for where they are and take the right steps. So our job is to do a bit of both, really, to be honest.
So on that, Mark, is this the season to go up, or is it better to wait the season just to get the club in the sustainable
Well,
position?
you know, we're going to try and go up. Yeah, we're going to try and go up. And if we can get a home playoff game, when the year we went up from this, and I said, if we got a home playoff game, no one would beat us. I knew they wouldn't. We got lucky in the end a little bit, but yeah, we want to go up, really. That's the plan. But you wouldn't die a death if you didn't, if that makes sense.
With our home form, would you really want a home playoff game?
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Yeah, we might have to get the rubber dumped off it before the game, because it's the rubber that makes the bounces, the awkward bounces, you know. No, thanks for all your support. Yeah, really, really appreciate it. What you see is what you get, isn't it? I think you know that. That's why you're supporters of the club, and I can't be more honest with you. Cheers, peeps. Thank you. Oh.
What has changed in the team and you since we last saw Aveley?
Well, overall general fitness, because the players on the pitch, when I looked at the previous team, I was expecting to see like academy players or squad players, whatever. But actually the names on the pitch weren't too bad, but they weren't fit. And Jason got taken off first half, and we were sort of playing boys that weren't ready for the job, and the boys that came off the bench were nowhere near ready. They were academy boys. Joel Brown played, but I think another thing that's changed, I think they've got better, definitely. You know, he's had to, they're dining at Lidl, no offence to Lidl, but they're getting players in this division at a fraction of the cost, and they lose them the minute they pass the ball 4 times to their mate. So they've had to rebuild. I think they've rebuilt better than what they were. I don't think we're necessarily better. So I'm actually expecting a tough game, Rich, to be honest. I'm expecting a tough game.
You have, I've noticed when I was doing the edits recently, you have a couple of times mentioned that you've kind of refocused on the playoffs rather than thinking about the title. And yet, when I look at that fixture list and what's available to us, you think, come on, surely.
I know. One at a time, mate. But I mean, yeah, look, I mean, I keep calling them 4-pointers. You know, if you can win winnable games, going into winnable games, they're worth more points because you really give yourself a leg up. We've got winnable games. We're a great side, and we need to, you know, we've won games down here this year, loads of games down here this year, just not as many as normal. I think the boys now have got that out of their heads a little bit. I think to a degree that's disturbed the complacency. If we were playing Torquay tonight and it was sold out, which it will be when they come down here, you know, I think we'd be fine. But I said it all along and I wasn't wrong. I said the league is poor and it's defined by how many teams are in one. You can't get a team, you can't get a league that's really good when there's, you know, 6 points between 8 teams. It doesn't work that way, not for my money, and I definitely would be honest, and we are part of that. I don't think the league is overly strong. I think that's why the team that wins the league would have lost potentially double-figure games, and that's a sign that it ain't overly strong. I don't buy the fact it's competitive.
So David, we met you at Aveley last time.
Yes, you did, yes.
What's been going on since then?
It's been a rough ride. It's been completely different from last season. That hasn't helped that we've lost, I'll say, 7 to 8 players. We can't begrudge those players because they've all gone on to for professional contracts and to further their career. It's just a bit, we haven't really replaced them as such. Of late, we've just made 3 loan signings from a professional background and professional contracts. That's shown in the last 2 games. But as I said, it's hard. We still believe we can get out of the relegation battle we're in. But it's always going to be hard when you lose half of your team from how well we done last season to, teams like Sutton and teams higher than that.
Not the greatest start of the season. It started off all right. We had a couple of wins here and there, but it's not been the greatest, sadly. We've had up and down. You've had the odd win, draw here and there, but a couple more losses than we wanted to know of. But I think we're now starting to find our feet, getting wins here and there, draws, and just going to go on from there, hopefully.
No, I think a relegation scrap is definitely fair, and we would just want to survive as much as we can. And if we go down, we go down, but we just want to hopefully survive.
Are you having fun?
Yeah, we're enjoying ourselves. We're having a great time.
I knew it was going to be hard, but I didn't expect us to be as low and struggling as bad as we are. But then when you take into consideration the players that we've lost, especially like Sidhu, that's 18 goals out of the team straight away. From that moment, we knew it was going to be hard.
I'm feeling confident. We played well last time with the same squad, so I think we might do all right. But there's always that risk of draws, a loss. But I'm hoping for a win tonight.
Harry? Oh, mate. Oh, Harry, do us a favour. I'm sorry to you're young, you have to do it. I need a burger. 10 minutes for me, cheeseburger with onions, please. Is that a bottle of water? Nah, just like that. And a bottle of, get me a double one. Yeah. And a bottle of water, please. I ain't eating all day.
3-0 tonight. They're fucking gigantic. To who? To us. They are fucking gigantic.
No, but they are so young. When they're walking out, you're like, oh my God, you are young.
Bournemouth Worthy's going to be a draw.
Yeah, that would be a fucking touch.
That would be the best result.
That would be a touch.
Worthing are flying at the minute, aren't they?
Doing all right, yeah.
Yeah, I'd wait.
Oh, take a bite out of it.
Yeah, he asked me to
Oh, double doorbell.
Dare you to eat it. Go eat it. And take
a bite out of it.
Say you didn't like it. Yeah, spin it around. Right, we're ready. DG is here.
Let's go.
I thought you meant baby Mark, not him.
Oh, how nice is that? I would eat that.
If you want to be on camera, just go and give it to him. You'll be on the camera then.
Yeah, do his interview.
Yeah, just go up to him and go, here's your double doorbell.
Oh, cheers, Harry, mate. Yeah. No, keep it fair, mate. Cheers.
Double
Come on,
doorbell on the go. So good, isn't it? That's nice. I don't fire that. I wouldn't be able to eat it.
When I got home, I was starving.
Yeah.
If we lose, I'll eat chocolate until I shit myself in bed. Yeah, defo, mate.
It's next to radio.
Whereabouts?
Next to radio on fire.
Cheers, mate. I'll be like this.
When he puts it on, he wants flames coming out the back.
Yeah. Like fucking Sonic the Hedgehog.
Dorking were expecting a 3-4-2-1 system, but Aveley have tweaked it to 3-5-2, and they won't be using the pace that Dorking might have been concerned about, as they look to keep things tight instead. It took Dorking 90 minutes to register a shot on goal last time. This time it takes about 9 seconds.
What a save that is.
Alfie's low drive is well saved by goalkeeper Holden.
Deliver! Monks to the edge!
Excellent, Jimmy.
Wanderers are immediately pinning Aveley back and playing with an intent that highlights exactly how much they've improved since the teams last met.
Briggsy, organise us!
Deliver! Deliver! Got away with that, mate. Got away with that.
Dan.
Jimmy, talk to Briggsy! Jimmy, talk to Briggsy!
Alfie looks like he's on it tonight, although when the moves break down, Aveley are primed to counter.
Hold it! Hold it, Charlie! Down the ball!
Right foul.
It's offside.
Luke Holness is stopped by a linesman's flag and normal service immediately resumes.
Get in the box, stay in the box.
Jimmy, come under!
Bruce! Yes!
He's taken.
It's a penalty. It's a penalty. You heard him kick the man.
I was completely unconvinced about this at the time, and this is the second time I'm recording this narration because I have realised that Josh does get to the ball first. It's his knee that clears the ball, so it is in fact a penalty. I did all of these replays and had some jokes and stuff, but then I realised I was wrong. Josh actually didn't dive. Well, maybe he fell quite convincingly, but he was caught, so that is a penalty.
Milson! Is that Milson on the ball? Is that Milson? Milson! Milson! Alfie! Alfie!
Yeah, I mean, look.
Britty, make sure Milson's on that.
There's something about left-backs being good penalty takers, like Mark Reed, Johnny Jackson, Mark Bowen, Phil Warman.
Get inside!
Josh!
This side!
Morgan! Follow up!
This side!
Milson, mate. He's got the best left foot of any homeless bloke in Britain.
Rob Milson drops his bag of big issues and places the penalty in the bottom corner to give Dorking the lead.
Come on, next goal!
Next goal! Next goal! Get the next goal! Come on! To be fair, I call it as it is. That was a penalty. You really see it back. But it's one of them unlucky ones.
Stopping the first foul.
No, it was. It's one of them unlucky ones. He's gone for the ball, but he's just fucking caught him.
Aveley respond well to earn a corner, and Coach Rob is keen to express his views on the tactics they're employing to the fourth official.
Can you just tell him 18 is a blocker? His whole thing is to whack one block. Watch the 18. Watch the 18. Look.
The away side do look dangerous on the counter, especially with Luke Holness running at full pelt. Can he outwit Dan Gallagher?
Fuck's sake. It's a good time.
No. When we first started filming the show, Alfie Rutherford was a young lad with a quick temper, so it's nice to see how much he's grown over the last 4 or 5 years.
Fourth. Is it a yellow?
We're not sure if he got booked for the foul, which was barely a foul, or if it was for the reaction, which was not good.
Just drop in there a minute. Drop in quick. Drop in there a minute.
Brixie, go on!
Aveley can consider their plan to keep the game uneventful a success. And after the goal, the next most entertaining thing to happen is the fourth official putting up the injury time board.
Lock this off! Dan, ain't shoot!
There's nothing up there, Fulf.
Head.
Just put nothing up there then. That's what we're doing it.
Top score here by Dorking Wanderers 1, Aveley FC 0.
I've got a massive gut feeling Reece had a good impact in this game. Reece, going on now, okay? All right. I think you'll get us goals in this game. Okay, mate. Do you need to warm up?
Jimmy's managed as well, isn't he? Minutes-wise, to be fair for Saturday.
I'm going to take Alfie off him.
Yeah.
Because I just think where they're struggling is when like Jason comes in and that.
Agreed.
So I think Reece, if we have as much ball or crosses, I think he'll find his way to a goal.
Yeah.
Alfie's not sniffed a goal, mate. He's got to, and he's on a booking. That's why I'm doing it. There's no point. Alf, you're coming off for Murph, okay, mate? Simple as that. I think Murph's going to find his way onto a goal in this game. I'll tell you, I'll predict that right now. If we have as much possession and crosses in the box, he'll find his way onto a goal. Okay? What he will do though, Jace, obviously it will be deep and deeper at times. So if one goes in, one's got to stay, and you lot have got to realise that Murph might drop in And the triggers, that'll be the trigger at times for Jim and Briggsy, yeah? You've defended their dead balls really well, really well. I'll stay with me, I know coming off. Little fine margins with them throws and that, like, sometimes it's silly, but remember to hook the ball away. Or, you know what I mean, like just little things that they've got that throw. But you've done really well from that throw in the corners, okay, yeah? The game's just about ball speed, and it's just about those moments where they're napping. Like a minute ago, one bloke's napping, Rob's on the halfway line. It's really important, Jim and Briggsy, when we get Dan or Rob into those areas, that must be the trigger for you just to take them away. Just take them away. Take them away, right? Because that's where we're going a little bit wrong here. Just take them away, and if it's just like, sometimes in a wing-back game it is shit, right? I need to make sure, be clever in the box, don't let this ref level it up, right? Because they're proper getting into the ref, don't let them level it up. Just get one more goal and the game's done, boys, right? You're going towards the fans, you need to give these fans a proper display of aggression. Deliveries in the box all the time. You've just got to get across this keeper with the deliveries, you've got to get across him. Right? Get across this keeper. We've put some balls into unbelievable areas in this game. Jace, when we're out wide, get across this goalie. I know it's not your natural style, get across him. Right? Murph will probably do it anyway. Yeah, that's what he does. Yeah, is everyone okay? Yeah, no one injured, no? Alf, you're coming off predominantly because of the yellow, because we're in a title race and we just, you know what I mean? All you've got to do is fucking do something wrong. Right? But I think Murph will do well for us here. Boys, we go and get the next goal. Hear me? We get it. Just listen, there's 4 points here. There's 4 points here. Whenever you've got winnable games, and the next one, there's 4 points for you. So you need to go out there, stay with me. You don't go out there now thinking, oh, 1-0 up against Aveley. These teams, they'll be there to the bitter end, this lot. The bitter end, this team. You've got to put them out. You need to genuinely, I know it's cheesy, you need to go down the 0-0 mentality, and you need to fucking try and run all over these again. You need to try and flatten them again with your movement and the ball speed. All we've got to do is win the turnovers, get the ball, get it out wide. Okay? All right, boys, come on. Aggressive going forward, Shah. Those movements you're doing around the back are brilliant and wide are perfect. Don't forget, Rob.
Yeah.
Don't forget, he might go 4-3-3 here.
Yeah.
Put us in foot races, yeah?
Aveley do have the speed up front to go man for man and stick it on the Dorking back line, but that would leave them vulnerable in defence too. At just one goal down, we think they're going to see a way back in, just as it is. Charlie Carter toiled away without success in the first meeting, and tonight he looks even more determined to unpick the Aveley defence.
Man up! Man up! Move! Move! Shots off, Chaz.
Go on, man.
Chaz can get a shot off there.
Charlie's not the only one. The return of Josh Taylor also means the return of those intense runs down the middle of the pitch.
Drive.
Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on!
Josh, excellent!
Dorking are in complete control, and Reece Murphy is keen to make the most of his chance to impress.
Rob, tuck in!
All the way, Ted! Charlie!
Murphy's a smart lad, and he knows how to wind the opposition up, which may explain why Brooklyn Capongolo elects to throw the striker around.
That's a yellow, isn't it?
Fucking, it's a booking.
It's a yellow, yeah?
Has to be a booking. Has to be.
The defender is shown a yellow card, which certainly won't help in his quest to keep the Dorking attack quiet.
On your bike, Briggs.
That's what he thinks again. Does he know about the movements and that? Yeah.
Done! Halfway!
Yes! What a goal that is!
Yes!
What a fucking goal that is! Reece Murphy, that's fucking
yes.
What a ball that is! What a pass, Rob!
Reece Murphy, coming to fucking Maradona. Such a JP score.
Reece Murphy is rightly getting a lot of credit for this one, although it's not quite what Marc brought him on for. After passing the ball around the back and midfield, Wanderers go forwards with Rob Milsom, and Murphy drops deep to link up the play, connecting Milsom's surge to the run of Charlie Carter. Charlie keeps a cool head and rolls the ball perfectly into Jason Pryor's path, and the Wanderers' talisman taps into the nets to double the lead.
Murph. All about Murph. End off.
Goal that is. Reece, excellent!
George, try and get your first goal here tonight. Come on, come on, come on. Shots off. Delivery, shots off. I had a massive feeling on Murphy. It's class that, mate. You know, what a difference when you've got a class player.
Mark brings on Jordan Norville-Williams on the left side, and the young wing-back is hungry, so Aveley will do well to keep the score at 2-0.
Morgs, stay there. Rob, start to squeeze, start to walk with it, Rob. Start to walk with it, Rob. Cancel that! Yes, Dan! Good, you two.
We can appreciate why someone would want to throw Reece Murphy to the floor. He's that kind of guy, but doing it twice in relatively quick succession is not a smart move.
Hey! Oh, he's got to go.
He's done! He's done!
Fucking hell, James.
The referee shows one of the least controversial red cards of the season as Capongolo gets booked for the exact thing he got booked for 15 minutes ago.
So we'll have a +1 here now, won't we? We're going to go 4-4-1. Come on, Rob.
Come on, Mills.
The dynamic duo of Morgan Williams and Jack Young is running the midfield now, and they work the ball out wide to Jordan.
Down in!
Strike, George.
Yes! No, let's go.
It's not too complicated to explain this one. Jack Young plays the ball out to the left where Jordan's in space. He has time to get the ball where he wants it before firing low into the bottom corner.
Well done, lads!
Hey,
well done,
hey,
Jordan!
no,
Well done, mate! Hey, come on! Come on!
I was involved in one of them.
Clean sheet, clean sheet.
Good, Johnny.
Good, Johnny. Brilliant, you.
Chase, take it easy.
Let him play, let him play.
Shoot, Murph, shoot!
Yeah, pull it. Cheers. Well done, mate. All the best, yeah, all the best. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. All the best, yeah. All the best. All the best, mate. Yeah.
Stokesy, cheers, mate. All the best, mate.
Yeah.
All the best, mate. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Thanks, mate. Cheers, mate. Thanks, mate. Cheers, pal. Cheers, boys.
Well done, mate. All the best.
Well done, mate. Well done, Keeps. Well played. Superb, ref. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, pal.